welcome to The Perfect Picture, episode 6. This time we are talking about black and white photos, and I'm very interested in that because I see it as it's something different, and it means that sometimes if you lose inspiration and you simply don't have the right condition out to go out and take a beautiful photo with a lot of colors, then black and white might help you. We are going on a trip on my favorite place. It's a trip along a river called Saltdalsriver or Saltdalsriver in Norwegian. Here in Saltdal we call it the Queen of the River. So let's go out and try to take some photo in black and white. And just so I don't forget, some photos I will take in color, then I will show you the photo in color, then I'm straight going to edit it, and then we are going after the next photo. But some of my photos I will try to use the monochrome on my Canon M50. I also have it on my Sony. And the monochrome lets you take black and white photos right from the camera. And I have, but I have never tried to edit photos that is already black and white. I have only used a color photo, then converted them to black and white. But so I want to try it out. So some of your photos you are seeing will be taken in monochrome mode on my Canon M50 and my 15 to 45 lens, and then you can see in the editor what is really the difference. So let's go out. Okay, so let's try to focus on the first photo. I was thinking of this structures. If you try black and white on structures, buildings, houses, I really like structures in black and white because it's so much more powerful. Okay, so here is the first photo. I will try to do this editing a lot faster than I did in the previous video. So the first thing I do is always set the white balance before anything else in black and white. It's something I learned from YouTube. So I'm just taking the white balance a lot cooler. Here I think it is a little bit too warm, so I set it back a little. Okay, let's do it to a black and white photo, which I do here. And just to mention, I am using Affinity Photo, the program I am using to edit a photo. And let me just make clear that I am quite new on this editing with the black and white photo, so I just want to mention that. Let's turn this to a black and white photo. Here we are. Now this thing is coming up with different colors, and if you see here is a lot of yellows and affects only the area here. Why? Well, it's simple because if I turn off this through, you can see here is a lot of yellows. So when I am touching yellow, it affects the yellow and the green in this area. If I take the green, it will happen the same thing there. So as you see, the green in the grass, and this is just a very good way to editing your black and white photo by using this panel here. But of course you can do the same thing as normal as you would with the contrast in a normal photo, and the brightness, and of course the highlights, which I will bring down a bit, and the shadows. Well, I will set it a little bit down like this. And well, this is how I would have edited the first photo. Let's compare. This is the photo right from the camera, and here is how I will have edited it. I'm not really sure if that photo worked very well, because I was thinking of getting low, very low, but my problem was I have the microphone on my camera, so I couldn't get that down that I wanted. So it was not really the perfect condition either, because of it's so much light here. So when I was pointing my camera up, the cloud and the brightness clipped the photo. So I'm not really sure, but let's see. But I will be. You have already seen anything which I will do in the future. Back to the Future. Ooh. So I'm not sure. Let's try to find another photo. So now I have set the camera to monochrome with my Canon M15 to 45 lens. I was taking a photo, some landscape photo with monochrome. I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is a photo with the monochrome settings from a Canon M15, and here you can see it is already in black and white. So that means I can't go to this panel here and use the same things here, because the photo is already in black and white and the color is not known. So here I can't use this one. But I can use the normal, like the shadows here, and set them as I would, if it was a color photo. But for me, I would really prefer to have this menu instead of having a photo that is already in black and white. See on the contrast, let's take it a bit down here, and let's see on the shadows again. But maybe I will have done something like this. So this is before, and here is the after. There is some buildings here, as you can see there, and maybe I said better there. This is just to show you how to take photo of buildings and how more powerful it can be when you take it in black and white. So first photo we are taking in colors, then we are converting it to black and white, and this is without the monochrome. It's the normal color I will be using. So let's see what we can take a photo from here. So here is the next photo of some buildings, and this is in color from the Canon. And let's check the white balance. I think the white balance is quite good as it is. So let's just leave it there. Let's convert it to black and white. And I was thinking here, oh yes. Let's try to bring it a little bit down the buildings. Let's see here. This is only with the sky to do, more with the sky. Oh, here you can see you get more details. And let's try to see if I can get the highlights a bit down. Or maybe too much. You see, here we are losing details of the clouds. Here is too much, so just a little bit down. Let's look at the shadows. There. So, is there other things I will... let's check the brightness and contrast. Look at the area here. Here, yeah, I want to push that a bit so that you can see more details, but not too much. Set it there. Let's look at the brightness. I want it a little bit down, like this maybe. Okay, let's compare. This is how it was, and this is how it is with black and white. Okay, so why black and white photos? Well, if you go to Instagram and look there, you will find so many beautiful photos with a lot of colors, and most of the people are taking the saturation of the colors very high. And why is that? Well, it's because we like colors. So every photo, if every photo looks the same, you get used to it. And here it's one of the main things I do, black and white. It's because there is not that many black and white photos on Instagram. And when people notice a black and white photo, they stop and look at it and see that how much different it really is. So that's one of the many reasons to use black and white. Simple to get attraction and to show them how good a photo can be just by black and white. Okay, the bridge here. We're going to try to take a photo of that. I am not sure about how I'm going to position the photo. I will try different photos at different positions and see what will work best. This will be in colors and converted to black and white. And yeah, let's see how this will work. still blurry. But let's say if I took this perfect, then I will go to white balance, check that, maybe bring it a little bit down, now around there. Then I will take it to the black and white. Maybe I set the things a little bit down here, especially there, this area where you see the mountains there, and something like that. And by this I mean just by composition different in black and white, you can see how much it's affect the photo. It's almost like the bridge is moving towards you. It's coming against you. So here is let's set down the shadows a little bit up, taking down the highlights. Then we check the contrast as a rule. Take the brightness down, something like that. And here is before, and here is after. And remember, this was not a perfect photo from start, so the blurry thing, what is happening here is something I can't fix. It's simple because I did an error with my exposure, which is only 1 to 10 seconds. I could have set the aperture down to 5, let's say 5, or I could have set the ISO up to 800, which is the maximum ISO I can use on my Canon. Maybe we should try another landscape photo in black and white. The camera is on monochrome again, and I was thinking taking photo of this. Then I will show you the photo right from the camera, and after I will show you how I edit it. So let's try. Okay, so the next photo was again taken in monochrome right from the camera, and in fact this one, it looks for me pretty good as it is. I don't think I need to do so much with it. Let's look at the sky highlights, if we can bring something more out from the sky, but it's so much cloudy here. Everything is cloudy here, so I don't think it will do so much. As you see here, there is no more details to find. Maybe a little bit if I only touch the highlights. Let's try the contrast to see if we can do anything here, but you can see the cloud is not much affected. So this photo I think is good enough. But as I said, I think I will take the photo in colors and then convert it myself to black and white instead of using the monochrome on my Canon, and that is only in case if I wanted to edit the photo more in details. Another reason to use black and white, sometimes the weather is just like it is today. Everything is just grey. It's the late autumn, we are almost on winter here. The color is not shining like they are when it's spring, summer and autumn. But that's when you can go out and take black and white photo. I have taken some photos of black and white, and the photo you will see now, from that moment, the photo you are looking at now, is one of the I am most satisfied with. It's because if you look at the tree, it's like, because I added the black and white, it gives the tree, it's almost like the tree is pulling the other trees up from the ground, if you look at the photo closely. And in color, that did not work. And it's taken with this camera and the kit lens, 15 to 45 lens. Another thing, how will the black and white photo work on things like this, if it was a flower or something? Well, there is only one way to find it out, and it's to try. Let's try. So here we have this, I'm not sure what is, if it is a flower or what it is, a kind of a flower. And here it is in color. You can see the focus part. When I was recording this, I'm using two different focus systems. And on this photo I forgot to switch to the one photo focus system. And that's why you see something, this area here is in focus and this is not. So sorry for that, but let's see if you can do anything with it. White balance, let's check it out. Okay, we bring it a little bit down. Then we go to black and white, and let's see how that is working. And let's look at the different colors we can take. Okay, this I like it. I can bring this one down. Let's see. I can't bring it that much down. Let's see about the green. Well, and of course, let's check the contrast here, which is very important in black and white. This is too much, this is too much. I'm not really sure what I like here. I think we need a little bit more contrast here. Let's take the shadows and highlights. Maybe bring the shadows a little bit more down. On the highlights, which you see behind the mountains, it's too much, too much, too much. Let's bring it a little bit down. There we have it. So, this is the before. And here is with black and white. So, I'm not sure about that photo. It's like sometimes if you are in editor and looks at photos and turn since black and white, you just see that it doesn't work. But sometimes a photo that you normally would say not are good, maybe does it totally different when you're turning it into black and white. Okay. I will try to take a photo of this one first. But here the color really is beautiful as it is. So it all depends on what you're seeing. But this will be very interesting to see if it will work with black and white, even when the colors I see maybe is better for this photo. I am not sure. Let's try to find out. So the settings I have used is 100 ISO. I have had the aperture on 10 on most all of the photos. 10 is the most sharpest photo on that lens. The shutter speed has been around 1 to 18 or 1 to 100. That has been the settings on most of my photos here. So let's try to take a photo of this one. So I'm not sure. Here I maybe want the colors, because I think it's the structures and the colors here. I think it's really beautiful. So, but of course you can always change your mind. You don't need it to be black and white. If it is better in color, just use it as that. But this is yeah. It's a dilemma. I'm not sure if dilemma is a word on English. Let's check the white balance. Bringing it a little bit down. Then we take it to black and white. And here we see we can do some tweaking. You see by I mean I have a lot of more to choose from if I choose to make the photo black and white myself by using this panel here. Taking the photo from black and white straight from the camera. Okay, so let's see if we can bring this a little bit down like this. Something like that. You see the white, the highlights here, and maybe to white. So let's try to bring that a bit down. Just a little bit. Okay, let's check the brightness. Oh yeah, I really wanted to dark this one, but not too much dark. Let's check the contrast. Something like this. So let's see. This is how it was, and this is with black and white. And I think this is a beautiful photo, and this is a beautiful photo. It all depends how you see it. But in this case, I think I will have used the color. We have another photo which I took of the same thing, and let's check the white balance. White balance has always been a little bit too much on all my photos, and it's usually because of how the weather was and how my white balance was set in my camera. Turn it to black and white. Yeah, and let's see here. Let's try to get it a little bit more darker. Here you can really see if I want to push this down because of I love the structures here. So let's try to find the shadows. I don't want to bring it up. Yeah, maybe just a little bit. I'm bringing the highlights down. Let's check the levels. Let's see if we try to put more down, like something like this. Okay, let's check before and after. Before, and this is maybe something you like better than this, but I think that this is better because now you can see more of the details of the wall here comparing to here, because here it's so much color in every area. If you push it to black, the first thing a user will see on this photo is the wall here, the white parts of the texture. Okay, I have set the camera back to monochrome, so you will only see black and white straight from the camera. And I will try to take a black and white photo here of the river up there. Let's see how that will work. So here is the next photo taken in monochrome from the Canon M50. And well, I think this is a pretty nice photo. Let's check the levels here, maybe bring this one a little bit down. Maybe bring the highlights a little bit down here. The area here, because it's completely empty. So I just want that to not shine. Let's check the shadows. Look at the forest in the mountains. What is happening there? Do we want more details, or do we want lesser details? And I think we want a little bit of details of the forest in the background. Let's check the contrast. No, I think the brightness is okay as it is. What about the brightness? I think it is. We could push it maybe a little bit up. So let's compare. This is before and this is after. And the mostly thing I did here was to bring down the highlights from this area. And then I took the shadows of the forest here a bit up. Now we are going for the last photo. We are going on the bridge, and then we are taking a photo down the river. I position myself in the middle of the bridge. The last photo, and let's see how that is going. So the last photo, the river is not that big, so I am almost over the bridge, which is here. And I was thinking of taking the photo with the water out here, as you can see here. It's starting to rain, so I have to be really quick because this Canon M50 is not that much of a rain camera. So, but let's try. The last photo we are trying to take out there, first with color and then with black and white. Okay, so this is the last photo. This is in color. The first thing I will maybe have done here is to remove that annoying line here, which I could have done by using this system. As you see there. But I don't have time. I will don't bore you with that. But as you see, it's not that difficult to just remove it. But let's just ignore the line. It's very annoying. I hate it. But let's check the white balance. Let's set it down there. Then we convert it to black and white. This could be interesting. I want more details from the mountains there. But let's try to see the different colors here. Let's bring down a little bit. This is from the sky, and you really need to be careful with the sky. As you see here, it's all get way to losing a lot of details if you turn it too much. So be careful with the clouds. I could see the blue and cyan is playing with the clouds. So we could, if you don't take too much each time, maybe I could bring it a little bit more down. Oh, I think that is much. Let's bring it out here. I don't like details from here. Let's see if we can do something about that with the contrast. Let's check it out. I think the contrast is fine as it is. Let's bring down the brightness a little bit. Let's check the shadows. A little bit up on it. Oh no, I'm not going down, further down with the highlights. Something like this maybe. A more relaxing, appealing photo. Let's look at before and after. So this is from right from the camera, and this is how I will edit it. So this was my last photos. I am not sure if it worked well. I wish it was more normal clouds in the sky instead of just grayness that is currently. That's just a tip. If you want a good black and white photos, get some clouds into the photo, especially if you are into landscape photo with black and white. So this was my last photo, and I hope you like this video. Give a comment, anything like that. Have you tried black and white photos yourself? Just comment and give me a subscribe. I really want more subscribers. I have only 29, and it's just it's too little. I need more. So please help me with more subscribers. And now I am going home and doing the edit part of the photos. And then of course I'm going to edit the movie also. So Thank you for following me on YouTube, and thank you for watching. Have a nice day. See you in the next video. Goodbye.